Hey Pratham. No, I don't think you're late. You're on time. I just started. I don't know about my internet connection though. It seems a bit too slow today. I hope I hope it's fine. Otherwise, I might have to postpone it for tomorrow. Hmm. Because for some reason mail was my server was too slow. Gmail account. It was too slow. So I don't know, is it the Gmail server or is it my internet that's being slow here? Hmm. So, anyways, what's the scene here? Yeah, it doesn't show that I'm streaming, but since you are here, that means that I must be streaming. I don't know what's going on. I'll wait for a minute or two. I was so scared, so bad. I was just loading your stream in the BG and suddenly your voice got me. Yeah, yeah. I was like, who's talking? Who's talking? Okay, so if stream is working fine, then I think we shall begin. Cause on YouTube stream window, I don't see anything. I don't see myself streaming. I don't see chat window. Nothing's loading up. Maybe maybe it's just Google server. I'll just ignore it like nothing happened. Yeah. So to begin with, I kind of got a lot more entries than I was expecting. Not entries, mails, and some of them were straight up like MP4 files or animations which I cannot review for this stream. There'll be a different stream for videos or animations. And some of them were, I think, a few of them were 3D renders, 3D models. Again, couldn't review them. And some of them sent me so many images that since my uh, email server is not working fine or it's too slow, so I wasn't able to see all the images. So it was taking a lot of time. So I had to only pick those mails who sent me one single image because it was easier to load and download for me, at least for now. So there might be few mails that I might have missed in this one, but mostly I've downloaded all the other images that I could download. And more or less, even if your drawing is not here in the list, you still be able to receive a decent amount of feedback looking at other works as well. Now, having said that, I don't think I can review all of them in a single stream too. The ones which I have downloaded. I think I can cover three or four max, and later rest of them I'll have to do in the next stream. So yeah, I have these ones here. Is stream still lagging for you guys? Is it still lagging, or do you see any sort of audio video compression in the stream? If that's the case, then let me know. I'll check again from my end as well. I get your I think the chat is working fine. Yeah, 720p stream. Yeah, this is something I don't know about. Like, how do I change that? Or I don't know if I can change it now or not. But if I try to increase the resolution, the stream lag might increase. So we'll keep it like this for now. I'll have to get a better internet connection for it first. Yeah, so these are the drawings that I am planning to review. I think I can reach till here maybe. We'll see. We'll see how many I can review. If not, then I'll make a part 2. Also, since I'm not just a painting guy. I do a lot of other stuff as well. So I'm not, how can I say? I'm not like a master of this medium, painting or drawing. But I have a decent amount of experience. That much I can say. So some of the drawings, I might look at some of the drawings and I'll be like, yeah, they are just good. So that's the opinion from my end. You know, it doesn't you doesn't have to take my word literally. That doesn't mean that it doesn't require any sort of feedback. It's just that that's the extent of my knowledge. I don't know more than that. So you would need to talk to other people then for the for your reviews. So this one's first. I see a bit of skull drawings, 3 skulls. Let's see. And also, if I give any sort of feedback or suggestion, that's all my personal opinion. This is how I think it should look like. Every artist has a different way of looking at art, has a different way of what shapes interest them and whatnot. So this is just like my personal preference, you can say that. If you agree with it, then it's all fine. If you doesn't, then that doesn't mean that that's the end of the world. There's always a scope. Hmm. Pratham says this is my drawing. Okay, yeah, Pratham. So now that I know, I'll be extra careful what to say. Nah, I don't think so. Please give us a detailed breakdown of your reel. Maybe some other time, not now, since this stream is dedicated only for the artwork review. Kohli asks, so you're going to review animation? No, not animations in this stream. There'll be a different stream for animations. This one is just for the artwork, straight up, nothing else. I don't know how the top of this skull looks like. I think there is a bump here. I think this bump only work from a certain angle, and then you see this depth. So I think till here you have this bump. I haven't taken any references for skull as of now. I'm just trying to draw it from my memory, whatever I know. Later I might try to take some references to even correct it further. This shape is nice. I like this kind of shape. May not be anatomically correct, but the shape just looks good. You're not late. You here on time. I just started. I think 15 minutes. That's it. Not more than that. I think this shape goes like that. First it goes in and then it goes out. For the teeth especially, this is where I think I can straight up say that you need to stop doing this. This is, I think this is where maybe everyone agrees that instead of making this either or let's say if it takes too much of time and you're on a time rush, or I don't know how much time limit have you set for this drawing, but let's say you wanted to finish it under some time and it's not possible to draw every single teeth. So the ideal solution is to just make groups of them and break them shapes apart so they don't look too repetitive. Something like this. So that way it's easier. Sorry. That way it's easier, faster. Not easier, but faster, and they also look nice. This one I kind of have to look how this looks. I kind of forgot this shape. This one I think it goes like this shape. This is where I'm confused a bit. I'll see. I'll look at a reference. Hmm. Uh, Here again. So this is what I have to look. I have to look at the angle of the jaw. So it goes a bit down. So ideally it should go like this if you have your jaw closed. But if it's open, and this curve is fine, you just have to bend this one a bit more. So this goes back. So again, this shape goes like this in the back. So it kind of connects here. It can go a little forward here as well. Let's try that. Let's try this one. Because I think this shape, the opposite of this would be here. and from the center you will see this going on from the other side. So yeah, you can connect it here. That will go a bit more back. And you'll see the other end of the teeth here. This is good. This part came out well. Now the inside of the jaw here, right? I think there is a certain there's a certain hole here somewhere, and your spine goes out of it. Although for this one, I have no clue what goes here. I might have to look at a 3D model. Let's just have a look at a 3D model then. So I'm talking about this here. This dent. So if the mouth is open, or let's say this jaw, the lower jaw, it goes down. So you'll see a bit of it from here, right? Somewhere like this. I think this is the angle, kinda. Something like this. So yeah, you'll see a bit of that. And then it's all, just this shape in the back. Also, we have very nice shape of this beside the cheekbone. So I think this is fine. You can try to, maybe this goes here and something like this maybe. And then that hole from there, your spine comes out, would be somewhere over here. But it's such a small detail that even any shape is fine until you want to be absolutely technically correct. Yeah, this is what I missed. So instead of making it going out, what you should do is we have an intruder. Yep, we have an intruder. Uh-huh. Should go like this. Hmm. Hmm. अच्छा ठीक है पापा I have to drop this little guy out of the room. Otherwise, she'll not go. Just a minute. हाँ ग्रीन एप्पल नीचे खाता है चलो आज Yeah, so I had to escort her downstairs. She wasn't going on her own. But yeah, the stream can be now this stream can be intruded anytime by that cute little creature, and there's nothing in my power I can do to stop it. Yeah, the stream will be on channel even after I end this, so feel free to visit it later anytime as well. All right, back to the skull. So this goes here, and now this shape as well will just connects at the back of the head, and then for the teeth, like I was saying, either you can just make each one of them, but then again, you make sure you don't repeat the same shapes over and over again. Otherwise, it will just look boring. Don't do that. Instead, try to break the pattern. And I have the liberty of erasing it anytime I want. On paper, you don't have this liberty, so yeah, I can understand if you face a bit of issue here. For the nose, you can something like this. Here also I missed a shape, which is this one. Yeah, I'm still reviewing. It's just the first drawing as of now, and I already spent around I think 20 minutes on this. I won't be able to review everything, so let's see how many I can. Otherwise, I'll make one more stream tomorrow. Yes, there you go. So a few changes. Again, the overall, I think you're going fine. What you need to pay attention to is the formation of this jaw. That is something that need a bit more work than usual. And a few geometrical shapes, like try to imagine cylinders from different angle. Let's say if you have a cylinder lying like this, so how would the top look like? And this shape could be fit right into here, right? And bottom part can be cylinder. So that way it's easier for you to make these kind of shapes. For the eyes, it was going almost fine. It's just, I think, this little bump that was needed, and this line would not connect. Now it gives the illusion that you have kind of an extra shape put on top of it, but it's actually the depth. So if you do this, then you pay, it gives that illusion that there's a depth here. Otherwise, I think it's going quite well. There can be one more correction, maybe something like this, where we kind of just end the shape here. Yeah, and this one. Instead of closing it immediately, because it's not a solid shape here, it just kind of blends in with the rest of the skull. So just keep the shape open. And after that, you can do a bit of a shading. Since it's a pencil drawing, the shading can really enhance your shapes as well as the overall look of the drawing. Whenever you're shading, try to start from the darkest area and gradually just decrease the number of lines that you have. For here example, this will be the darkest area, so you can start from this end and gradually just blend them. You can even remove this shape altogether, this line here, if you want to. That also works. For the nose too. For the nose also, there's this shape that we made. You want to do something like this, because it's not just a single shape that's over there. There's a certain sort of depth here. So now it gives that impression. Yeah, that's always fine. For the other ones as well, if I have to give them a feedback, then I'll be a little quick about it. Try to, again, try to get the shapes right, like this one and this one here, the way the shape lays. Instead of simplifying the shapes, like you just have done this here, instead of simplifying it that way, you should actually pay attention to how the shape actually goes. Also, I just noticed I might have made a mistake here. It would be this long. Yeah, and so the teeth. So yeah, instead of simplifying the shape like this one, you just simplified. This one is simplified. Try to look at the actual shape, how it looks, and try to make a exact replica of that. Initially, you wanna copy as much as you can from your reference drawings. Try to make a perfect replica of that initially, and later on, as you're growing and you start more and more sketching, you can take liberty to make your own shapes. It will still look okay. You want part 2 of the stream? Yeah, I think we'll have to make part 2 of the stream. Someone said to me to go light to dark in shading, and that's why I was not shading, because it's so hard. Going from light to dark, I mean, it's like two sides of the coin. So light to dark is also, it also makes sense, because let's say here is the dark part, right? And this is the light. So you can try and just imagine from where the darkness or from where the shading has to start, and then gradually you can just increase your increase the thickness or the density of your strokes. For me, this doesn't work naturally. It's just like what works naturally for you. For me, it's easier to just figure out where the darkest part of the shading is and then gradually make my way out. If I don't like it, because now it's a bit too less, so I can just draw over it again, and it kind of just blends on top of the previous strokes. So that way, this is easier for me, right? Uh, the person who suggested you going from light to dark, it may be other way around for them. So just figure out what works natural for you, and whatever it is, just go with that. Then after that, don't listen to anyone. For some reason, I have a very weird throat pain here. I don't know what is it. It may be because of the neck cramp that I got today morning in the gym. So I have like a kind of a mediocre neck cramp, not too major, not too minor. But I think my whole this side of the neck is paining because of that. Okay, so enough about my personal life problems. Let's talk more about some drawings. So this is one. Now the second is this here. I think it is PNG file. I should be able to, yeah, import it directly. I should play some music. Don't give me ad. Come on. YouTube really cracked down on ad blockers. Let me know if music is too loud for you guys. I think it's fine so far. Okay, so the second drawing here. It's a bit too low resolution, but we'll try to work. Yeah. What happened here? Something happened here. I can't see exactly what happened. Maybe I see those red lines. Maybe she has her wine drip down on the shoe. Not sure. Not sure. But so in terms of idea, I'm a bit confused. Zyro Eats asked when am I going to do the animation review? Um, Animation review might have to wait. I think this week I'm gonna do art reviews, and then next week I think I'm gonna take animation reviews. Animation review is gonna be totally different stream. I can't merge both of them together. So yeah, coming back to this, I'm a bit confused with the concept, overall concept, what's happening here. I don't know if it's a practice or it's a scene that's trying to show anything. So we'll move on to the drawing instead of anything about talking anything about the idea. I don't know if you can hear the creak of my chair. It creaks a lot. It started doing that recently. I need to oil it up. Yeah, so here's something. I need a new layer, but that new layer needs to be paper. Sorry, the background. Where's that option? Film tone, vector, frame border, paper. Okay. Paper layer with this color. So the first thing first is the perspective. Here, it's kind of difficult to look at the table on which she's sitting, or the chair or the stool, and because her legs are covering up the actual furniture, it makes it even more difficult to see it. The music is too silent, too low. Just a minute. Oh, not the music, you're talking about the chair creak? Yeah, that's fine. This software is not Adobe Animate, this is Clip Studio Paint. If you want to buy it, I think they have a 67% discount on this software right now. Why the fuck am I talking about Clip Studio Paint here, even though I'm not sponsored about it? I don't know. I should talk to Clip Studio Paint about some sort of sponsorship. I haven't started talking about sponsorship with anyone as of now. I think I should. How to storyboard for animation? That's a that's a really nice question actually. Maybe I should take a session on how to make storyboard for your animations. It would be really handy. That is something my primary area of interest. So yeah, that might help a lot of people as well. But yeah, I was talking about the perspective here. So the perspective of the stool is off. You can already see by this, if there is one leg that's going like this, the other leg would follow it. Otherwise, it would be difficult to sit on such a table or a chair, because you know it will just uh, you'll just fall off it. And the two legs here, I can't I don't see the leg here, the other leg at all. So I'm assuming it should be here somewhere, because it might be hidden behind the leg. But the difference between this and that is too huge. So I'll tell you something. If there's a certain sort of perspective lines, let's say this perspective line that a certain object follows, then the other end uh, of the object will not follow the same line. These lines will collide somewhere very, very far away, or maybe somewhere very near, depending upon how strong the perspective is. It's how perspective works. It's how everything works with normal lens, or with your vision, or with the camera. So these lines, they just get increasingly more slant as they go away from the center point of the camera, or center point of the view. So this is how it should work. Right, so if this tool was here somewhere, the perspective would uh, come out to be like this. something like this. Yeah, so it will look a bit different. Now that's one. The another important thing is the anatomy here. So if I get rid of this tool, I think the legs are the thigh to hip length is too long, and same goes for this length as well compared to the upper body. I think the knee should be here somewhere, and the lower leg should end here somewhere. This is where the ankle should be. This should be the overall length of the leg, and the hand position as well. So you'll have to try to imagine the thigh, how it goes. So it's kind of curved like this. And whenever you have a curved surface, so I'm showing this from the front view now. It's always easier to put anything, any sort of object or anything on the top here. It's always difficult to put anything at the sides because of the, it might topple. So putting a hand at the center of your thigh is kind of easier. Putting a hand at the side is kind of difficult. You'll have to make some adjustments to rest it over there. Now, if you want to, you can still. I'm not saying it's not possible, but then the shape will have to change for the hand. And in this one, the center would be somewhere over here. I'll have to come back to this layer. So yeah, so the center of the thigh would be somewhere over here. So if hand is like this, the way you have drawn it, then it should go over here somewhere. If you're willing to keep the hand where it is right now, then the hand has to come down. Fingers has to come down. Like this. So it's like you're not keeping the hand like this, you're keeping it sideways a bit. Try to keep the hand beside your on your thigh, and you will understand what I'm talking about. And that too, I think it will change the elbow a bit, because again, by keeping your elbow pointing outward and twisting your hand is again kind of difficult, this position. So it's easier if you just tuck your arm in, so that becomes easier. So if this is the position we are taking for the hand, then your elbow, or the elbow of this character will go inside a bit. The music's too silent. There you go. You should hear a bit of a music as well. I can just blast all of your ears right now by just pumping it up to 200%. I desperately want to do it. But I'll suppress my intrusive thoughts. My pirated CSP kept crashing, so I'm using Krita now. Of course, you have to use Krita now. What else are you gonna do? Pirate Photoshop too? Shit. Krita is more than enough. Krita is more than enough for artworks. I personally prefer Krita, but when it comes to animations, Clip Studio Paint is just too sleek, too smooth, too good. So I have to give up on Krita then. Also in Krita, if I do like really complicated or heavy artwork, then it start to crash, and the way it crashes is it just takes away my file from me. My file also corrupts, so that's a kind of big no. Can't afford that. Okay, so coming back to this again now, for the sleeve, again the cloth has a very unique property of again always following the gravity. So if there is a certain angle to anything on which the cloth you're putting a cloth, then it always wanna go down towards the gravity. It's just wanna falls down. But since there is it has a certain shape that it has to adhere here, which is this. So the loose end always goes down. So it will kind of looks like this. Right, and of course, see, this has to make some wrinkles or folds as well, based on the fall of the cloth. This may be wrong, but yeah, we'll try to figure it out here. So the sleeve has to go over here, and the stretch will come from this end. I think the breasts look fine, although I am a bit concerned about the shape below. So if this is a loose t-shirt, right? Let's say this is a loose t-shirt, then it should just come down hanging like this, like those loose t-shirts you wear. But if it's a bit of a tight t-shirt, then this doesn't make sense, right? So this reflects that it's only tight from below the chest, and it's then loose here. So either it can be one of those, right? Maybe there's a certain kind of clothing that resembles to what you made, but I'm not sure. So we'll make it tight from the bottom as well. And this fall you have made, again, this indicates that it's a loose t-shirt. You know what, I think your artwork won't stream on save on CSP. Bad luck, my mate. Bad luck. For the hips, I think this went a bit too back. I would end it here somewhere. Also, the position of the stool is also off, because stool need to be here somewhere for this hip to work like this. For it to work, stool has to end here. Right, so you get this bump at the end. Also, try to avoid these kind of shapes which directly faces the camera. Anything like, just straight hand facing the camera instead of just tilt those shapes a bit to make them look more natural. This kind of holding the wine glass like this is kind of, it's kind of difficult to. So maybe just put this hand a bit out so the hand goes here. So you get this very nice shape of the forearm. And the elbow. Then you can make the wine glass here. So there's a lot, actually, there's a lot that I can do to this artwork. Right, but for now, there's a lot of feedback on the coloring as well. But for now, I would suggest you to pay attention to the shape languages. And it is not something that you can develop within a day or two. It comes over by drawing a lot. So just do a lot of human anatomies and do a lot of perspective drawings. To draw perspectives, you can take environments as a reference and just draw them. You don't have to imagine anything. You don't have to put a lot of effort into getting everything right. Even if things look off, just keep on making them. What you need really here is to draw a lot rather than getting things right. Yeah, so don't bother if things doesn't look the way you don't want them to. Just keep on making them until you can't make them no more. And you will see that you have better shape language. Your drawings look way better now than before. This hand looks totally off and bad. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, I'm not even gonna try to make it look right. But yeah, so that's the feedback for you. I hope this helps. Unfortunately, I couldn't complete the entire thing. It's gonna take me a lot of time. I don't have that much of liberty of time right now. I can cover one more artwork and that's it. I think that's gonna be it. Is your mic volume low? It may be because I reduced the gain. Before that, I think it was little too much. So I reduced the gain recently. I think yesterday I reduced my mic gain. I can try to increase it, but this much.
Hello, hello.
This should be fine. Thick? Yeah, dude, come on. Thick is what it should be. That's why we all are here for. Which laptop to buy for animation? Please tell me suggestions. I'm really bad with laptop suggestions. I don't like laptops. Either buy a PC or a tablet. The laptop should not exist. It's not a thing in this world. कितने साल का experience है drawing का? I've been drawing since I was a child, like 6 years old. So in terms of experience, I don't know because I stopped drawing in between for like 6-7 years. I did not draw much, and then I came back to drawing. And when I started drawing, I did not have a proper foundation of how to do it. So I started doing 2D animation first, and then I realized that 2D animation need if I want to animate humans, then I need to learn human anatomy. So then I started learning human anatomy, and then I realized, okay, human anatomy is not that easy. So then I started learning drawing faces, and then I started gesture drawings and perspectives. And so my learning is all over the place. I did not have a fixed path. I have drawn a lot, but I haven't done like specific research in a certain field, let's say anatomy. So I don't have a particular sort of and dedicated research in anatomy. I've drawn a lot of figures, but if you ask me which muscle is this, I don't know. I have no idea. And when it comes to anatomy or any of these drawings, I have to do a lot of reference. I have to use a lot of references. I can't just draw everything from my memory. And there's a particular reason for it, because I was not just learning drawing and all that. While all these years I was doing coding, I was learning softwares as well. I was trying to learn Unreal Engine, trying to learn blueprints, trying to learn Unity. I was trying to learn development in VR. So there were a lot of things I was trying to do, and that takes away a certain amount of time from drawing. So yeah, drawing is not my main skill. My main skill is to make stuff. That is my main skill, is to troubleshoot how to get things right. That is my main thing. That is my expertise actually. Anatomy part is Elden Ring of drawing. Yeah, it is. It is. Anything is. I mean, okay, you challenge yourself to draw machines. You don't know how much hard work it takes to draw machines. Holy shit. My brain was cooked when I was trying to draw machines. Okay, so next drawing. This is really nice piece of art. This is really well done. It's stylized. It has really good color combinations. Everything pops up. Whatever needs to be seen, you it gets noticed. It's not like there are a lot of things that are overlapping each other. And heavily stylized too. I like the character design as well. He's a warrior, swordsman, and with armor and shit. Looks really good. Also, the this thing like you have this here. I don't know what is this called, but this is what I was talking about in my first drawing when I was talking about the uh, teeth of the skull that do not make a single pattern. So here, this is what has been taken care of, that these strands do not look the same. The each of them kind of look different, so you don't see a single pattern that's just going over the head. That makes stuff boring. Here you see that a bit, like these two kind of same, but it's fine for I mean, I know the artist knows this stuff, so there's no point in picking it up. So yeah, I think this is really well done. I don't think I need to do anything here. Whoever did this, really good job. Props to you. Next, this one. Shit, it's 2020, 2220, sorry. So if I start this review, it's gonna take me more than 10-20 minutes. With this neck cramp, I don't think I can go to gym tomorrow. So yeah, I'm gonna stretch stream a bit for 15 more minutes maybe, and we'll finish it. We'll finish this one today, and from here onwards, this is the next drawing. We'll start from this tomorrow. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Can I finish all 4 of them tomorrow? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Holy shit, how many are these? Ah, shit. How many streams would I need to finish all of them? I should have taken down the story after maybe in the morning sometime. I didn't check my mail for like entire day, and I didn't know that there will be these many submissions, so I kind of forgot about it. And while having my evening snack, I checked my mail and I was like, holy shit, 30 new emails. That is something I did not expect. So it's paper again. So I like the overall thing that's going on in here. I might have to try to understand it first. Oh, the dude is dead? What the hell? I think what happened, let me tell you, because from a layman, you'll come to know how your comics is being perceived by a complete stranger who is not aware of this, who is unaware of this medium. So something that's behind this character grabbed him from the neck. Oh, actually, first this character shows up. Maybe it's just a transformation or something that just happened. So he's looking kind of scary and confused, and all of a sudden the main character here just jumps behind him, grab his neck or head, and slams him somewhere in the building, and boom, bada bing, and this dude's dead right away. Just got fucked. I think that's what happened. I like the overall thing, like these speed lines, really like them, and maybe explosion can be a bit more unique. Maybe you can maybe with the explosion you can try these kind of lines. Yeah, so something like this, right? So these kind of shapes looks a bit more interesting, I believe, compared to this one. Again, just my personal opinion. I may be completely wrong, since I don't know about manga a lot. I haven't made a lot of them either. So totally unaware. But I'm just thinking, maybe this. Also, for this debris falling around, let's say this one, right? So what if you do something like this? So there's a certain piece that came off. No, not like this. I think the initial shape was fine. Yes, it's like all these extra elements that came out of this explosion or blast or hit, they kind of generate a smoke trail behind them. And the farther the smoke trail goes, the thicker the smoke looks. So I feel like this should give a bit more a bit more feeling to how the environment is. So if there's a smoke and dust, it kind of conveys the feel that this is concrete or yeah, something like that. So that's one. Second is explosion. This is what I think. The explosion should, can use a better shape language instead of these shapes. Again, not entirely sure about this. Maybe if I make it completely, it won't look that good. My idea as well. So yeah, I'll leave it up to you. Furthermore, here I think this can need some work. I just try to do something on my own. I'll see if I can make some sense out of it. This is a little too long. Instead of making this longer, what you can try other way around is to make this smaller and make the shoulders wide. Give your character a bit more muscular feel. Also, it's really important to keep flipping your drawings as well. If you're making it digitally, just check this out. Do you see any sort of difference? Sometimes just by flipping the image, we see certain sort of things that we didn't know are available in our drawing, like the disproportions and all that stuff. Is it disproportion? Is it misproportion? He has such huge ears. You can definitely try to take advantage of that shape by maybe adding something. I don't know whether this is inside the character or not, because I don't know what's the character background is, whether he likes to wear all this kind of stuff. I'm just thinking. Just can't help myself. Here. Boom. Big rings. Big ring look a bit too fashionable. How about something like this? Yeah, this looks much more intriguing. Of course, adding these many details will increase your time to draw this character as well. This character has a certain satanic vibe to him. Like he's kind of descendant of Satan or something related with the Satan. I don't know. Maybe I feel it this way because of the horns and the long ears. So this may be this change might be a bit too cheeky. But let's see how it looks. Yeah, might be a bit too much. I don't think everyone would prefer it. Uh, Only a certain kind of, you know. I don't think this will be a widely accepted opinion, but yeah, keep it this way. But what I think is we can definitely have more dominant cheekbones. For the nose too, I think nose going this way. Although it should be straight since we have the face that way. Now we can get rid of this line. I like these lines. Very anime-ish, and they're very um, helpful, showing fear. Also, these ones at the side of the eyes. Maybe a bit more to the expression. So, if he's shocked, then, or he's stunned. Let's say he's stunned, doesn't know what just happened. Maybe face a little more, mouth a little bit more downwards, right? If he's kind of scared, something like this, you know, this shows his teeth. If he has his mouth open, then this shows his tongue, right? But this looks a bit more goofy because the tongue is visible. So with the teeth, it looks a bit more scared. He's like, what just happened? So that further up, and it will start to look normal, right? But it's more like human now. It's not that exaggerated. This one kind of just gives a lot more scary vibe to him. I think he's a lot more stunned than before. So it's up to you wherever you want to put it. Basically, this entire thing is your playground. You can do whatever you want. Or you can do this as well. so, so yeah. Um, you should be feel free to make whatever you can here. This is what is really interesting about character design and stuff. So I'm gonna keep this because I think this fits the best according to what I have understood so far. And these three horns. Character design is really good though. I like. I'm enjoying drawing the character. If that's the case, then this horn has to face out like this. This horn will kind of be just straight. This is a bit off, I think. Neck and the shoulder, but well, we'll keep it this way for now. Yeah, so this is what I think I would do if I had to make this character really, really interesting character. I can't stop. I can't stop drawing this character. I think this is what my primary area of interest is, well, making characters and stuff. So yeah, there you go. I want to give feedback on this shot too, because this has like certain face angle like this one, which is kind of difficult to make. But I'll have to let it slide, let it pass for now. Otherwise, I won't be able to finish anything at all. But yeah, there is it for you, man. Oh shit. What do you have in the chat? कितना cutie animation करते हो? Shit. You should see my next animation. I'm gonna break all these cute animation stereotype in next animation. I hope I can finish it on time. Otherwise, it's gonna be another cute animation for this week too. What pen tablet am I using? This is Cintiq 16-inch. This is not pro version. This is just a regular version. It costs around 65,000. No corrections, only review. Is the stream over? Yeah. So yeah, the stream is over. We are way overdue our time. It's I think almost 1 hour 30 minutes. The stream was supposed to be 1 hour. So what I'm gonna do is make a second part tomorrow, and I'll cover a few more drawings tomorrow as well. I think there are a lot more, so maybe tomorrow I'll have to be a bit more quick, and instead of just spending time drawing or remaking, I'll just give feedback. But to be honest, just giving feedback doesn't feel that, what can I say, authentic, or doesn't feel that anyone can do that. And also, whenever I see a drawing, I kind of just wanna remake it. I just can't help myself. It's just natural. So we'll see how it goes for tomorrow, and maybe I'll be able to finish all of them quickly. Yeah. Otherwise, we'll have another day as well. We'll do a part 3 on Friday. Who's stopping us? Nobody's stopping us. How should you submit? As of now, I don't think I'm taking any more submissions, because I'm already struggling trying to finish what I have in my plate. But we'll soon do more streams like this as well. At the next time, I think it's gonna be animation, and after that, it's gonna be 3D modeling, and then again, I'm gonna do art stream. But it may be 2 or 3 weeks after that. Can you send more drawings? Again, not now at the moment. It's done. The stream is the submissions are done. Yeah, so I hope you had fun, because I did, and I'll see you again tomorrow.